In any field, a person who aids the development of another may be regarded as a mentor. In Buddhism, which is concerned with human happiness and development, the mentor disciple relationship is fundamental. The foundation of the relationship between mentor and disciple in Buddhism is the shared pledge to work together for the happiness of people, to free them from suffering. The Lotus Sutra, the Buddhist scripture that is the basis of Nichiren Buddhism, contains a vivid allegorical description of the moment when the Buddha's disciples make this pledge. The sutra describes how, during an occasion when Shakyamuni Buddha is preaching, the earth splits open and a multitude of resplendent bodhisattvas, individuals who have made compassionate action the foundation of their being, emerge. These so called bodhisattvas of the earth are firmly resolved to continue to live out Shakyamuni's teaching after his passing in the difficult and corrupted age to come. They vow to exert themselves to save people from suffering in this period of great social and spiritual turmoil, facing head on whatever hardships they may encounter. This grand cinematic description portrays the profundity of the shared commitment of mentor and disciple to working for people's happiness throughout time. It is a metaphor for the transformation of the Buddha's disciple from passive recipients of the teachings to people committed to advancing on the path of compassionate action pioneered by the Buddha.
Defining a path. Buddhism, it is a philosophy with the aim of empowering people. Its central premise is that each person has the innate capacity to triumph in any circumstance in which they find themselves, to surmount any source of suffering, transforming into the source of their growth and strength. It is a philosophy which is established on the conviction that there exists within the lives of each of us at each moment inexhaustible resource of courage, wisdom, compassion, and creative energy. The mentor who makes the disciple aware and continues to remind him or her of this profound potential, giving the disciple confidence in their own unrealized potentials. It is the mentor's own life, at least as much as their teaching, that provides this inspiration. The abstract idea of enlightenment is made tangible in the mentor's character as well as in their action. The mentor's life is focused on the empowerment of others, modeling the fact that our own highest potential and happiness are realized through taking action for others. As Taiseku Akada here mentioned that the enlightenment and happiness of both self as well as the others, a true mentor in Buddhism is one who enables us to remember this inspiration. The path of developing one's own humanity that Buddhism maps out, that is the path of enlightenment, lies in the balance of having the courage to squarely confront one's own challenges, striving to grow and develop as a person while taking action for the sake of others as well as. At a crucial moment of indecision, thinking of a mentor's example can help one take a courageous step and break through one's own limitations. The mentor's teaching and example help the disciple continue to progress on this difficult path of enlightenment. Difficult because of the powerful countervailing tendencies of the human heart towards complacency, fear, angriness, arrogance, laziness. Here, Ikeda comments that a mentor helps you pursue your own weakness and confront them with courage. That the mentor is a model of Buddhist practice does not mean that the disciple strives to imitate the mentor's persona, but rather to learn from the mentor's example or way of life and to bring that approach to life to bear on their own particular circumstances, expressed through the qualities of their own unique character. It is by internalizing the mentor's spirit in this way that the disciple grows and develops beyond their self-perceived limitations. The mentor-disciple relationship in Buddhism is a courageous path of self-discovery, not imitation or fawning. In Buddhism, ultimate responsibility lies with the disciple. We are the disciples. The mentor is always prepared to teach. The disciple must choose to seek and learn and will develop to the extent that he or she works to observe and take action on the basis of the mentor's teachings. Who is a genuine mentor? What criteria distinguish a genuine mentor in Buddhism? First is the fundamental orientation of the teacher, the ideal to which the person has dedicated their life. The highest, most noble idea is the commitment to enable all people without exception to overcome suffering and become happy. Furthermore, a genuine teacher is one whose own efforts to seek truth and develop wisdom are continual throughout their lives. This attitude could be contrasted with that of a teacher who believes they have learned all they need to know and need only dispense their knowledge in a one sided manner. That kind of teacher is also likely to try to boost their standing by obscuring the truth and turning knowledge into a privilege rather than making it freely available to all.
The ultimate desire of a genuine mentor is to be surpassed by their disciples. This open-ended process of growth and succession is what allows a living tradition to develop and adapt to changing times. In the Lotus Sutra, it is signified by the fact that the bodhisattvas of the earth are even more splendid in appearance than their mentor Shakyamuni. Defining the respective functions of mentor and disciple, one could say that the role of a mentor is to point towards an ideal and the most effective means of its achievement, while the disciple strives to realize this ideal on an ever greater scale than has been achieved by the mentor. The shared ideal and the shared struggle to realize it create a profound closeness in the lives of mentor and disciple. What Buddhism describes as the oneness of mentor and disciple. This is a lifeblood of Buddhism and the means by which the aspiration to live a fully realized life and enables others to do the same is transmitted and developed from one generation to the next. In the absence of this shared commitment and the effort on the disciple's part to strive in the same spirit as the mentor would simply become an object of veneration and Buddhism would lose its transformative power. Growth and continuity. The deep connection between mentor and disciple, and in particular, the relation between the Soka Gakkai's first three presidents, is what has sustained the development of the organization. Each successive president has expanded on the vision of his predecessors in painstakingly developing a movement able to reach out to, embrace and empower the greatest diversity of people. Daisaku Ikeda Nan from 1928 till now, the third Soka Gakkai president, worked closely with second Soka Gakkai president Josei Toda in the post-World War II period to empower literally millions of Japanese people, enabling them to positively transform their circumstances. Toda himself had been imprisoned alongside his mentor, founding president Sunusuburo Makiguchi, from 1871 to 1944 for refusing to compromise the integrity of the teaching of Buddhism under pressure from the Japan's militarist government. Ikeda had broadened and internationalized the vision of people's empowerment he inherited from these mentors, taking it beyond the scope of the religious movement and developing a global movement for the promotion of peace, culture, and education. Ikeda has described his actions as an effort to inspire others with a sense of possibilities that one person can accomplish on the basis of the mentor-disciple spirit. He has frequently expressed his determination to open new avenues for engagement with social and global issues that can be fully developed by future generations. The relationship between mentor and disciple, he writes, can be linked to that between needle and thread. The mentor is the needle and the disciple is the thread. We swing the needle leads the way through the cloth, but in the end it is unnecessary and it is a thread that remains and holds everything together. The commitment to the happiness of all people is at the heart of Buddhism, but it is through the relationship of mentor and disciple, through life to life connections, one person aspiration igniting another's, that this ideal is brought out of the realm of abstract theory and made a reality in people's life. Thank you so much.